Hello. My name is Tiffany. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm about to dictate one of the letters I've written to people. I'm still stuck here with nothing in Vancouver. I called Portland yesterday to file a police report, and it was scary. The lady was rude to me, and nobody called me back, and I'm still afraid that at any moment a sheriff or a cop or somebody could come and try to arrest me for something that I've never done. There's a closed CPS case that they're rude to me about. I don't know if it's a secret indictment or what, but I've called the FBI, I've called everybody I can think of. I've helped everybody in the sky under the echelon umbrella with court information, case information, what the truth is and everything. It's just that because of us seeing the stars, it doesn't go to the ground like it's supposed to, because they're in a different realm. So anyways, I'm going to read it out loud for your work. It says, hello, my name is Tiffany Browning, 534-888697. I have been working under the guidance of the formerly known as Upper Echelon Secret Service with the divisions in FBI Cyber Intelligence for about 6 years, almost 7. It started with an investigation on Mr. Rodriguez in Salem turned into a Rashawn Clumpus, saved by grace as brother in a previous life case. Then Anthony Cias, also known as AK, who resides in non-extradition, Arizona. I didn't understand why I was hearing the voices, but I let them use my brainstems to do their investigations as long as they kept my plausible deniability, meaning they didn't use my eyes to set up my friends or anybody like that I was in contact with who may or may not have sold drugs or stole cars or whatever they did or didn't do, that they didn't get caught for on the streets of Portland, meaning don't follow them just because you know that's what they do because they're my friends or whatever, because I'm not AK, I've never been in trouble, I'm not an informant, I'm not a narc, it's not okay to do that to my friends, right? So anyway, I'm clearly with the pie situation now, everybody knows everybody's business. I am not a criminal, and I've never done anything illegal on the street. I just know a bunch of thugs who may or may not have in their past. I did drugs for 3 years and have been clean and sober for the last 2, residing in Vancouver, Washington, where they illegally use my brainstems, my eye stems, and my power source with the blue life force from the upper echelon angels illegally, like Katie. Not just for submitting transmission, for population control, but for games like Game of Thrones or Killer Be Kills, which can in fact be train-driven in here by a demon making you do things that you would never really usually do, or make you personally different, like beating your kids when you wouldn't, or get super fucking mad when you shouldn't. Now that has to do with evil Lucinda and them in here. They were train-driven by somebody who was killed in here, so the spirit pops out. Spirit was in hell, the spirit came out, went up into a player. I know it doesn't make sense, but it's true. Alright? And it was a fucking Lucinda with wings, and so she would fly around and she would go to like Rhea's house or whatever. And she would slap her, remember there? The mom or whoever it was, okay? And she'd fly off, and then the person that was there would be sitting there like, what happened? Like they don't know what's going on. And it's a closed court case, but anyways, it had to do with child abuse, okay? And I don't know if it had to do with setting people up or whatever, but they did that kind of stuff everywhere. Evil demons. They're just evil. But I digress. I don't know where to go from here because I made a 7th vow with the UAE that if I didn't talk about Fight Club and I let them control my brainstems up here to end the game like I offered, meaning pay off the bad guys, attorney fees or whatever, there was Skull and Bones, which changes identities and steals people's social security numbers and rewards them with information like how and when to home invade someone or steal their arsenal or know which cars have availability to use a different key to jack and then get people like Tiffany Browning in trouble on the streets of Portland, saying kill Whitey on the mirror, potentially. The thing is that the availability to borrow somebody's brainstems up here shortens their life in general. I have been sitting on the couch for 2 years, straight, not living my life, unable to see my children. There is a closed CPS file with anger on it in Vancouver, Washington that should not be there under my name of Tiffany Browning. Because I am not the one in here making these phone calls or these allegations. These are other people in alternate universe, and most people don't even understand that portion of measurement. With that being said, it's a long time to say that I am still who I've always been, and that is a good person who's never been in trouble. I've been set up over the internet to look like a slut bunny and a bunch of other stuff that may or may not have ruined my life in the game. Because they killed me in the game and they didn't know I was a mom, they said, and they told me that. And when you get killed in the game, it burns your name, it ruins your family's life, it does a whole bunch of stupid shit that it shouldn't be doing to somebody named Tiffany who's never been in trouble and only stuck up for all these punk-ass motherfuckers that were in here. All the bad guys, everybody, even LaShawn's uncle in the wheelchair. She was sticking up for everybody. The only one she didn't stick up for were demons. She said they have to stay up in the realm over there on the 999 globe or in a different situation where hell is a vacuum. Because demons don't care. They're not alive. They're just pissed that they're not alive. They don't give a fuck about going to jail. They don't even care about their human on the body, their body on the ground, human, because they're dead. It's hard to explain, but it's the truth. And you can see them with heat ISM codes if you don't believe me, because I can feel your disbelief. Go look over where people are doing heroin with heat ISM codes, and you'll see there's fucking demons in there. You might have to have an upper echelon thing where you can see two different levels. Because sometimes you can see a picture right here, but if you look over there, you can see what's really in there. I used to help the judges and the cops and shit in here solve these cases. The first year, it was mostly us solving cases, trying to prove the innocent or whoever I was with. The second year, it's been all about making money to keep me alive and keep these other people alive and coming up with X corporation ideas and everything gets stolen or whatever. Anyway. Coming again, they didn't know I was a mom, they said. All the while, I had lids sitting on my donkeys, like Secret Service, some cops. And judges looking on different timelines of what people were doing. And I'm talking about judges at the round table up there, right up there, same one, right up there, that promised me they were going to give me money for Christmas. Last year, they promised me they were going to give me money this springtime when they got to clean the house or whatever. They had money in there for Soraya's mom. It was in a lockbox. Their dimension was kind of normal at first, but then they became millionaires in the sky too because of everything we've done. Plus, I'm the first one who ever gave them my money back when it was $1.5 million to reinvest it the right way, because I gave the game back to the UE people, and yada, yada, yada. So they have gotten huge now. And it was because of me on the ground being a good person, with you guys up here guiding my hand or whatever. That being said, it's a long time to the alternate universe. Most people don't even understand that person measurement. With that being said, it's a long time to say that I'm still who I've always been, a good person who's never been in trouble. I've been set up over the internet to look like a slut bunny, a bunch of other stuff that may have ruined my life in the game. Because they killed me in the game, they didn't know I was a mom, they said. All the while, I had them sitting on me, lids and stuff, different timelines, looking to see what people were doing, not sure what to do about it either. Everybody that I know on the criminal mafia side of things, plausible deniability or not, they all live normal lives. They do their drugs, or they party with their friends, or they barely see their kids, or whatever. They have cars, they have lives. I do not. I do not have a car anymore because they let Anthony Ciaz tear it apart out of jealousy for the Game of Thrones. The X5, I paid $5,000 cash for it with my legit unemployment because I had a job and I got laid off from EDMA. Okay. The first time. The second time, I don't know if that was my unemployment or somebody else's, but I didn't get that stuff on the time card. They kept saying it kept coming through, but anyway. I haven't gotten help in 2 years, financially or anything otherwise. No mental health, no emotional support, nothing. Just me feeling like I'm crazy and that this is never going to fucking go away. And you got me fucked up. If you kill me in the game, after you've already told me, you set me the fuck up to catch cases for things that weren't mine when I'm a fucking mom and I have nothing. I can't run and hide. I can't fucking go to hell. I can't do nothing because I'm a human on the ground. So, like the ISO song says, if I ain't got my kids, I ain't got nothing, bro. And then it says, cause she's the power source for so many lives. She gives us hope she's alive. That's why. Because if I would have taken the pills at the schizo clinic, all of these people up here would have been disconnected. And it may have been a good thing for some people, but not everybody. Because the people down there that already have the information are not doing the right thing either. And plus, I'm on life support, so for all I know, if I get disconnected, I'm going to instantly die or wilt into nothing or age 30 million years or something. Tear it apart out of jealousy for the Game of Thrones. I paid $5,000 for that car, the X5 BMW 2008. It is now the day before Christmas Eve, and the Secret Service people and the Angels Division of the FBI or whoever it was, they may not have gotten changed into believing that I'm somebody else, but the problem is that I have never gotten the help I'm supposed to get for getting cancer down here, or for having my privacy invaded, let alone trying to lead by example to get other people off drugs. Our infiltration way of saving the government for balancing the budget for 5 years is the best way to go. Our defense mechanisms, security department, cyber or otherwise, is also the champion. Financial investment, and it does have to do with Tiffany, meaning me, with my UE Secret Service in the sky, putting people's bodies on through pictures and looking through their eyes. It's not even going down and looking through their eyes. It's bringing them up here, putting their bodies on, looking through their eyes. In an alternate universe where you can go down their timeline, but you can go down their timeline and you can read their mind with the CPS helmet on. You can see what they have and have not done in real life, and you can pretend to be them in an alternate universe, which is not a good thing. But anyway, it is the demographic that's going to make our United States government and the military homeland area the richest country on the planet if we can ever get a hold of it. And that's not to include the millions and millions of dollars that we have already in the sky that needs to be bitmapped out on the terabytes on the ground of information for like investigate inventions and medical advancements and technological advancements. And we are all stealing Japan's software with Sweden on it in the sky. Japan would be more than happy to work with us, I'm sure, even though they hate the United States as a secret alliance through Europe. We're talking about peace in the Middle East type situations. They hate us because we're dirty fighters and we don't keep our word and shit. It's because of these motherfuckers. Whatever they did. Anyways, I'm supposed to be a millionaire on the ground, self-made with the Secret Service in the sky, under the AEIOU ordinance of the Deity program, which was only made possible because I've been here held hostage for Boeing airplane throws and axe murders online. Not to mention being beheaded in London and electrocuted in Iran. I have brain cancer. I've been humiliated all over the internet and made to look like a drug addict who uses needles currently or whatever, which I don't, and I'm a mom. They put me illegally on the chopping block trying to get some other molester off their brainstem power line because they never knew it was me down here, because they did not understand where all the magic came from, that it was literally from the echelon angels in the sky with the blue life force. I cannot get disconnected by taking the pills at the loony bin that meth heads take for psychosis because I'm on life support after seeing the stars. And the secret people in the sky don't want me to get disconnected because this is how not only that they are making trillions of dollars, but it is all the secret recon stuff that helping our government and keep us safe from nuclear weapons attacks and forwarding dissection of digression leaflets. So according to my categories, I have been in the alternate universe dimension for about 4.5 years in my brainstems. However, I've only sat here working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, minus 6 hours a night for sleeping, if that. I haven't woke up on a chain, so every 2 hours when they switch shifts or whatever, I wake up. I have to get up and eat something just to be able to fall back asleep. For 2 years in February. That is approximately 7.3 years unpaid through the Secret Service. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. My children need Christmas presents. I have not been able to see my kids with no car. I have 5. They all live in other homes in Oregon or are grown, but my daughter is only 13 and she misses her fucking mom. She doesn't understand why her mom doesn't have her car anymore, and I couldn't tell them what happened to it. They don't know that I ever did drugs. Like I said, I've been off drugs for 2 years. I got off drugs all by myself with the help of the UE and the sky leading me down the right trail. I've applied for jobs, but I never get them. And it's not just because that I haven't worked in 10 years. It's because it's all messed up in the sky, I think. Or it looks like I have felonies or something weird, or it just doesn't go through, or whatever it is. I swear it had to do with them keeping me here, the people, the bad guys, because they love using my power source or whatever. They're just ruining my life, like over and over again. Because this side, they know I'm on their side, but the other side, they think I'm against them. So it's like, fuck you, Tiffany, fuck you, Tiffany. And they're silently saying, we love you so much, thank you. And it's just depressing. Why her mom doesn't have a car anymore, and I couldn't tell them what happened to it. They don't know what I ever did. They don't know I ever did drugs. So with my inventions in the sky with the UAE people, Universal Illuminati Echelon, Alpha to the Omega, and yes, I'm from Freemason bloodline, so I can say that. This is and I'm talking about the eye. Okay, that's where it comes from. Illuminati, you know how it shows the $100 bill with the eye inside of the pyramid or whatever? Yeah, well, it's like, okay, we got a new eye now. And it's called Tiffany's on accident, helping Homeland Security. I don't believe in rat tails. I think this should be with military, Secret Service, and above. I'm not even liking the FBI with it, because they just ruin it. They hurt me. They hurt my feelings. They lied about me. They did all kinds of shit. They have not had my back as far as I can tell this whole time, and it's just fucking traumatizing. They don't care about one person named Tiffany over here who called them already to say that they stole everything from me. They don't care. They're not helping me. Alpha to Omega, I'm from Freemason bloodline, so, and that's the other thing, is like London was saying, if you don't let evil take over, then we can win. So that's what I've been fighting this whole time with Christianity and stuff. And they changed the pyramid, so when you look at it, it's not just the front you see now, you see a little bit of the second side, meaning it's either like a 4-sided pyramid or something that's all sparkly, diamondy, meaning the UE people are involved, and it's not just the UE, it's the Pentagon with Homeland Security backing it. And that's legit shit. And that's the side of the star of the Secret Service, right? Yeah, it looks like a home plate. Yeah. Okay. So I could say that this is a multi-trillion-dollar industry with literally a dollar sign with asterisks and an infinity sign next to it that I created on the ground by myself with no help from another human being whatsoever, except one DJ guy who was playing the Game of Thrones, who got killed on the streets of Portland for sticking up for me. He was the person that I was supposed to meet to get my money and help me get a computer and work on the next part that was going to be the Savior program, but he got killed, and now I don't know who to go to. And I don't even know what his name is, but I call him Uncle Joker. So you guys owe me $1 million settlement statement on the ground for being a good Christian woman, which changes the $100 bill pyramid upwards like 15 points or something like that, and an infinity thing. Anything illegal on the street, I just knew a bunch of thugs who yeah, see, this is where it got messed up. I don't know if they cut it out or what happened. I'm trying to get up down here. Not only whatever that's going to make our United States government and the military homeland area the richest country on the planet, And that's not to include the millions and millions of dollars that we have already in the sky that need to be mapped out on terabytes on the ground of information like inventions and medical advancements, technological advancements, and we are still stealing their software with Sweden on it in the sky. So, we're talking about the universe. So as all these alternate universe pieces of shit keep trying to take credit for what me and my angel did up here in the sky, you do owe me money. There is a Green Dot account. I'll send you a picture of the deposit slip that has a negative $7.95 balance on it. And that is all I have because I've been catfished for every idea that I've ever come up with that makes money, and they've stolen my iStems, they steal my Chime account, they steal the phone that AK bought me at Walmart. I couldn't activate it. I was on the phone for 2 hours with them. They stole it, they activated it up here. It's just illegal as hell what they're doing to me. Like I'm a bad fucking person because it's not me that's connected in here, it's them. And they're bowed out gracefully now, but still, that's not even the point. I was in freaking Florida and they were doing that. And I don't think that was the good guys either. I think they were the fucking pieces of shit trying to get a phone for free. Catfish for every idea that I've ever come up with that makes money here. Called S corporations like Loyalty Doing Business as the Daily Program and the Entity Group and the Global Insurance that makes money here. Global insurance means universal insurance, and we are in fact universal Illuminati Echelon Alpha to the Omega, with Tiffany Browning being the root to the Ewa tree, providing us information on how to stay alive with Blue Life Force, and Acadia Acadie on it from the upper echelon Angels, CPS, Helmet Division, and Secret Service moms. These cheating assholes or whatever they're saying, they're trying to say that they came up with the idea of putting on the bodies first or whatever. They're fucking lying. I did it on the ground to get off the game back when they were threatening my life. I could own an S corporation. It wasn't just that. It was about evil Lucinda setting people up and you could put the body on or put the helmet on or whatever you want to call it. Being able to read their minds. Alright, well when you start thinking about it like overseas, like, oh, we have a reporter there, okay, well we're watching the news, okay, well there's somebody that they're seeing on camera, okay, well so they put their body on really quick, they know where they live, they can go down the timeline, they can go down their past, they can go their forwards, they can see everything. It's total, anyways, that's what does that stuff, so. Division, Secret Service, these cheating assholes or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I did on the ground get off game back when they threatened my life that I could not own an S corporation because it was in fact a legal situation where that was controlling populations on the ground by getting brood and gang members killed and getting them locked up like, a paid informant or something. But I've never been in trouble, and they were submitting transmissions and getting people in trouble illegally through my power source. And just a side note right here, I went to court for Will, the one who hated AK, the tall skinny guy with the anger problem. I tried to go to court for him because in the sky they were telling me that his dad or his parents or some evil people in the sky, once he was arrested, they were just going to pin all their charges on him and let him rot in jail, and then he got killed or he died in there. That shit pissed me the fuck off. Like, I can't stand it. It's like, if you got in trouble for something, man up. Either do your community service or something. Don't fucking make your kid be an angry guy who has to steal shit to survive and then pin shit on him like he needed some love or something in his life. Like, hey bro, hey, I got money. How about you come on a trip with me and get clean and sober, and then let's see how we can change the world or something. You know what I mean? And there's other brutes that are like that too. It's like they're just lost people and they're being forced to do shit because of this stupid fucking game. Like home invade people or kick people out of their house or intimidate the fuck out of them. Like, there's a way to do this that doesn't invest into them just going to prison and setting other people charges up and letting them blues clues themselves in jail. It's just sad. Like, it's fucking sad. Like, I can't believe people would do that to their fucking kids. Just leave them fucked like that. Like, fuck, man. I just wanted to change the world. That's all. And I hated AK for saying that to me outside of the house. Because I thought he set him up. And I fucking hate rat tails, bro. I hate them. I fucking could dead people that rat people out or informants or whatever. I fucking hate it. When I started Criminal Mafia, there's a black and white picture up there somewhere, and it says, I am not the rodent to be hunted. I didn't see anything. I didn't throw anything away, and I wasn't there. Snitching on a snitch is still a snitch. It's just fucked up. It's just fucked up. I don't do criminal activity, so it's just stupid, man. It's stupid. Anyway, they set my kid up in here. They set my brother up in here. They set me up in here. It's just stupid. They, in my head, I heard them. They were going to court against somebody named Elijah. And my son was in here crying on a voicemail, saying like, "Mom, how could you let them do that? Or why did you go to court or whatever the fuck it was?" And I don't even know if it was my actual son or not. But I heard his voice. And I keep looking at something, but I don't know what you're looking at because I can't see you. They're saying your time's almost up for reading it. Okay, so we are in fact Universal Illuminati Echelon Alpha to the Omega, Tiffany Browning being the root to the Ewok tree, providing us information on how to stay alive with Blue Life Force and Acadia, whatever on it, Upper Echelon, Angels, CPS, Helmet, Division of Secret Service, he's cheating, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Corporation legal situation was controlling population on the ground by getting those people killed and or locked up, like, paid informants or something. But I've never been in trouble, and they were submitting transmissions and getting people in trouble illegally through my power source and my item codes. My item codes, meaning they were going down my timelines with my homeboys and my homegirls looking to see what they did in the alternate universe, whether it was true or not. If it gets forced to the judges, can get somebody arrested like Tiffany Brooks Browning, who is not someone else named that. I'm not somebody with a prison record like, Miss Brown, who our socials got mixed up, and who has never been to prison and was not absconding and was not a crazy girl from the trailer downtown. So with that being said, not only do you owe me my $1 million on the ground, which I will split with whoever it is up here that helps me kick off the Gaiety program legally and give me some sort of lawyership program on the ground that's signed and dated with my name on it, saying I own it, that I can call somebody if I need help with my banking or if I feel intimidated or if I feel like something's going wrong or whatever. I'm not going to let these people ruin my existence. None of these people in here knew about nothing. I have ownership programs all day long. I charge it off to the stars. I'm not evil anarchy. So anyways, at 2 years straight, 24 hours a day, sitting here on my bed, letting you work through my eyes and us helping you solve your problems in here, I've employed millions of people in the stars to keep this program going with my artificial intelligence echelon with Christian Mafia. Dogs and humans on my chain have died at $90 an hour for 14,600 hours. That's $1,314 in legit earnings in my front brain that is split with one person up here in the sky and paid by my secret service partner on the ground, or whoever who on the ground who is now under my universal insurance program called You Better Pay Me or Get Punked Out by our ultimate authority echelon up here, with my Illuminati signature on it and not yours at all. I will call every news channel in the sky if I don't get my financial help today for Christmas tomorrow. Be warned, I'm attaching a picture. You should zoom in on it, proving my iStems are covert oriented in the military, not to mention espionage for Homeland Security. Amy Clumpett, Amy, Arizona, Sarah's, Ashley's, Mandy's, Mary's, Tara's, Katrina's, Taylor's are exempt from prosecution, but keep getting my assistance as a backstab somehow. I don't talk about Fight Club. The house divided amongst itself shall fail. And really, I don't think it's any of them that got it. I think it was just Mandy, but still. And that's pretty much it. So there's 4 pictures here. One of them shows me like with my hands behind my back, like I'm getting arrested with a certain Illuminati. It's this one. This is like Pentagon Illuminati. And then it shows my U.S. Department of Homeland Security with a pyramid on it. And right above it, it shows my eye. And you see my own reflection in it because I have a CPS/me helmet on in the alternate dimension. And somehow it took a picture like that through the camera, just like literally, when there was an FBI cloud behind me, he was able to he had my ISIM codes, he was able to flash the camera on the phone with his eyes by seeing mine. So basically, I saw his reflection. Our ISIMs met up on the reflection on the camera, not even through the camera itself, but on the screen, and he flashed the video instantly so that the video turned into a bitmap point, and there's nothing there. It's a $1 trillion situation. It can get people killed too, though, in here especially. And yeah, I don't support it being used with cops at all, unless it's to prove people innocent. But I definitely support it being used for the military and solving unsolved mysteries in the past so that people can stay at ease about their kids being missing, that they're actually dead or whatever. And that's it. So that's it. I always love London. I always love Big Voice in the Sky, the one that was at South telling me, Tiffany, things will be different once you go home, which I didn't know what that meant. I thought they were talking about my house. I didn't know it was a game thing. I love the other guy who was up there when we were recording that video when all this shit got crazy, when I was jumping timelines and stuff, and I was on the phone with the UE member, and she was talking like, nobody knows what's not going on about nothing going on, because nothing's going on, because nothing's going on, but at the same time in her brain, she's talking to Big Voice in the Sky, and then he finally tells her, okay, enough recording now. Okay, I love that guy too. This is all different things that we're trying to fix in the life. I love the Big Voice in the Sky that came over and said, leave with the empty backpack, Anthony C.S. Leave her the thing so that we can have, maybe Tiffany and I can have our scotch and cigars moment later. Because that was an $80 bottle of whiskey, right? Yeah. Because they always want a guy to run everything in here or whatever, but the thing is, I'm a fucking female. These motherfuckers should have found me a long time ago, and they're just not. Because they're all hornballs or something. It's not just that, it's that he's just a launch in his brain. That's the case. And he's super smart and he remembers what he reads. I'm not, however, connected to the beast computer. I have every bit of information that you could ever want, and it's not what I want in my business at all. I just need help to break this. So anyway, I'm going to end the stream now. I love you, Virtual Ladies. I love you, Katie. I love you, Pie Man up there. I love you, Blue Room Theory from Carol's house. And I love you, Trigonometry and Godfather Time and Algorithms and what were those things stamped on the bottom of the globe I saw? Hieroglyphics. Algorithms and Hieroglyphics Mafia, stand up. One's above the looking glass up there, they're super smart. And then there was Spectacle Mafia for some reason. And there's my Will Still Survival Testament code that says I knew about it, but I asked him in Arizona what it meant, and he didn't know what I was talking about. That was supposed to stay close. The Will Ball after that was the one that I was talking about, where they told me that they all pinned charges on him or whatever, and they were floating him over towards Arizona. Killing people is the thing, so they're all supposed to be banished in my mind. Just get rid of them, just banish them. We already have so many details. It's like better to just banish it. What the hell goes up? People up here. So I'm still recording, so I stop it here. The girls never tell me their name. Well, there's a couple secret service people that are in my head, and you know, one of them is Helen and wife or whatever. They're pretty tight females. I love you guys. I love my thespian that talks to me and calls. And whoever you are in my voice, I love you too. And I love you, Lucy, and I love you, Yogi, and I love you, everybody else who's in here. Still love you, Aunt. Ani. I also can't do wherever you are. I hope you're not on the street and getting killed. Even when you're a player. I'm a big bad bird. Like everybody else in this version. Broke your promise to me that you wouldn't stop talking to me without talking to me first. So I guess it's hard game, just like I had to delete you. You probably had to delete me. And you know you got a better as much as me. So I looked you up and I couldn't find you. So hope you're not in hospital bed and nothing like that. I'm loving my ex-wife. I want to help you get off to her. You can be a better mom too. I can never take this money. So, hello everybody. Today I'm live. I love you. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. I'm sorry I might not get to see you today because the podcast day came out leaving me the fucking car and these people not understanding that I've never gotten help from anybody on the ground at all. No lawyers helping me, no informant people helping me, nobody at all because it doesn't go to the ground. It just goes somewhere else. Nanny's gotten help on her freaking debit card. She gets her shopping trips paid for by people who love me, like my nail lady Ivy or whoever. But I've never gotten nothing. So anyways. And I did not embezzle that money or do that laundry. Somebody else did it through my eyesight. They just said my name. Okay, bye. And my daughter said go over there because she was in a good dream. But they made me feel like she was being something different, perverted out. Pick one, you go over there, Kai, you go over there, which one I want to have sex with? When she was 10. Because they were looking at somebody else's private person when I woke up. It's just fucked up. Anyways. Nothing's ever happened in my case. It's hard for you to prove anything when you look me up on Facebook because they took my mom's Facebook away. But the Tiffany1434578@gmail.com photo gallery on Google, you can see I was a good mom. And you can see if there's even pictures of like on Rachel's team and Marilee's team or whoever when we took summer party stuff and all that stuff and stuff. Okay. Tomorrow. Marilee's nice Trinity Shore here. Lana Stone. Good job, good job, good job.